Good afternoon, Southern California. Joe Wright here. I'm always looking for the unique, the crazy, the oddities, the curiosities of Southern California. And today I found it. I'm at the ghost duck blinds of the Salton Sea. And if you look behind me, there's a duck blind, and you might notice that something's missing, like the water. And I'll pan around, and those bumps off in the distance are other duck blinds. I've spent the afternoon walking to them, photographing them, and just kind of documenting them. If you look off in the distance, you can see some water. That's the Salton Sea, the ever-shrinking Salton Sea, and the shoreline each year's going further and further back. So how did these get out here? And what happened to Salton Sea? Well, back in 1905, this was all desert. They were bringing water for irrigation for farming out here in the desert. And a canal that was bringing water from the Colorado River broke. And they didn't have the technology to fix it at the time. So they allowed it to flood this area for about 1.5 years, 2 years. And what happened was all that water from the Colorado River came pouring into here and created a lake almost 400 square miles. I know that's unbelievable. And the public just thought it was amazing. It was the greatest thing that happened to the desert. The desert was going to bloom. All of a sudden, 20 years later, they stocked the lake with freshwater fish. High-end resorts formed around the Salton Sea. And in this case, duck clubs formed, and they created all these duck blinds, hunting clubs. And you can see all those duck blinds off in the distance. And so what happened to the lake? Well, it's a desert, and they didn't understand the geology and the hydrology of the desert environment. And the desert was taking back what it belonged to it. The lake continued to dry up more and more. It became saltier and saltier, and fish started dying off in it. There's still fish that survive in it, but it's very little. If you walk along the shoreline, it is literally piled with dead fish and shells. And the smell is just unbelievable. The lake is receiving some water now, and that water is runoff from the surrounding farms that are irrigating in this area, but that water is often polluted, and it's not enough to save the lake. It's becoming more and more polluted and getting more and more salty. So these duck blinds basically been left to preserve. They're easily over 50 years old, and it's amazing the remnants and like stools, chairs, things like that have been left behind, pots. And they're generally in really good condition, and I'm just amazed, probably because of its remoteness, that there haven't been some teenagers out here that just destroyed it. But it's amazing. It's part of California's history. Anyway, I'm always looking for the unique oddities, the craziness of Southern California, and I definitely found it here in the ghost duck blinds of the Salton Sea. Love you guys. Happy trails, Joe.